Hello, you've caught me looking at pictures of celebrities, impeccably clean and wealthy people you can often find on the television, in magazines, and on social media, turning down my perfectly reasonable friend requests.
A little further.
I might be in love with Liam Neeson, but then he goes and buggers off for the entire game.
Don't worry, Dad. I will look for you, and I will find you, and I will then have completed the game. God, I hate the X Factor. All those bloody talented people with their dreams and hair and popularity. Why the hell would you want to be a singer? Go and get a proper job like making YouTube videos about games.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
It's a no from me.
Who the hell designed those backing dancers?
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood.
He used to be an adventurer, then he took an arrow to the face. Hello, you've caught me reading and pretending to understand the June 28th issue of New Scientist. To do that, I need glasses.
To lick this lovely ice cream, I need a tongue. To do these 3 press-ups, I need muscles. To play these 9 video games I'm about to tell you about, I need a PS4. Is that Dr. Pepper vanilla ice cream and one of those chocolate brownies from Pret all in the same glass?
Oh God, yes it is. Yes it is. That is the only way I can communicate. Oh, how good No Man's Sky is going to be. Oh, that. Right there, right there.
What it lacks in dinosaurs, it more than makes up for in guns, moustaches, and being smoother than Dave's chat-up lines.
Hey, Sue, have you got a map? Because I'm getting lost in your eyes.
A lot smoother.
Oh, that's gone in. This is the best I've ever done. I might actually... Yes. 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 Just get in the bin.
So unlocking the hero trophy, which you get for completing every mission with an S rank, should be an absolute cakewalk for me.
Surprise! Well, you can die. And you can die. Awesome, mission complete. That is going to be an S rank for sure. I'm not playing this stupid game anymore.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Yes, you did, Vast from Far Cry 3, lots and lots of times in every trailer and every video review, but we'll forgive you because you're absolutely brilliant. It's a combination of factors that make Vast so likeable. There's a flippant madness to his every action. You're never quite sure when he's going to snap out of monologuing and kick you off a cliff.
Plus, voice actor Michael Mando has done a superb job delivering a brilliantly unhinged performance, and I also really like his haircut. Why would you not like Voss? Because he's a murderer, you stupid fat villain lover. Not you again. Go away. Go away! Here's our next villain, precious. And if you think about it, Sephiroth isn't really all that evil. I mean, yes, so he summons a city-sized meteor to impact the planet, and yes, he killed Aeris, but A, I bet if you were awesome enough to call a meteor, you'd do it, and B, Aeris deserved it. Yes. Her limit breaks were terrible. Yes. Her weapon was a rubbish stick. Yes. Yes. And I spent 20 hours leveling her up, only for her to die and force me to use Yuffie instead.
I'm a hate Yuffie, don't we, precious?
Yes, we do.
Plus, he never stops doling out the beautifully witty gags in his wonderful Bristolian accent.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out.
I think more villains should have a Bristolian accent. Let's explore that, shall we?
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same flipping thing over and over again, expecting stuff to change. That is crazy.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know that there's plenty wrong with me.
Hello, Victor. Still wallowing in the gutter with your protege, I see.
Once upon a time, in an office corridor, there lived a young boy of 28 called David. David never wanted for anything. Fashionable clothes, he had them. Lovely white teeth, absolutely, with only 7 fillings. He even had his very own Bath rugby mug. But there was one thing David had never experienced: the sweet, innocent pleasure of a milk chocolate Easter egg. Sadly, it's not Easter for ages, so we couldn't find any. Use your imagination for this next bit.
No, that is technically not an Easter egg, you idiot. Imagine that like chocolate has just gone everywhere. An Easter egg is an intentional joke, hidden feature or message inside a computer game. Get off my sofa. Get off my sofa.
And also not cool, because it's once again fired up Nathan's dream of becoming an expert freerunner. Correct, it's the Sly Cooper theme tune.
Well done if you got that right. If you didn't, go and sit in the naughty corner.
That might be a problem.
Why? Oh, for goodness sake. Right, let's see if this works, shall we? Input coordinates, May 1992. Go!
Oh look, we've jumped back in time to Wolfenstein 3D. Not really, of course, the time machine was just a bunch of Dr. Pepper cans and a smartphone.
And this is just a wig and some glasses. I'm not really a professor of theoretical physics. I'm a writer of YouTube videos. Mauritius, that's too expensive. The Maldives, it's not got any Irish bars. Oh, Benoy, why is that so cheap then?
Who knows, I went there in Dead Island and found it utterly delightful. Lots of sunshine, some lovely water graphics and loads of idiot zombies to mash over the head with a boat paddle. It's like the Club 18 to 30 of Apocalypse, which is why Nathan isn't invited, because he's 33 and therefore really old.
Oh yeah? Well, look what I can do.
Oh, don't start that again. Ah, this looks nice. A bit like a 70s Travelodge, but, you know, nice.
In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise.
Okay, let's do this.
Look up at the ceiling. Good. Look down at the floor. Good. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
Art, Dave, quickly draw me some art.
If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
Worst apocalypse ever! Worst apocalypse ever! Oh, for God's sake, I'm not playing this stupid game anymore. Well, it's been too long now, hasn't it? It's not going to be... Oh!
No, the combat system is quite complicated, isn't it? So maybe right up front we should have some kind of tutorial. What do you?
Right off the bat, we could maybe, like, the first thing you do could be like smashing a whole bunch
crates
or something.
Crates, yeah. What do you think?
Just get him on a ship, and it's raining, and there's monsters piling in from all over the place, and they're like, and Kratos smashes them into nothing, and he's like, and all you're doing is pressing square, and the music is like, and it's just like a movie, and then a Hydra comes out of nowhere, and Kratos is all like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill it now, and he goes and he smashes it in the face, and he pulls it down with his chain in the eye, and he comes down, and its mouth goes right through that flipping thing, and he impales it, and he's killed it. Welcome to God of War. Huh? Yeah? It could work. Yeah, it could work. I'm going to my happy place. I'm going to my happy place. Going to my happy place. Going to my happy place. Going to my happy place.
You have forgotten who you are, and so forgotten me.
No! He just hated to see when you died because it was so sad.
Dave, come on. This is why you should just play video games. Come on, it's just a cartoon.
But Simba's forgotten his true place.
Look, I've downloaded The Last of Us. I know you've not played that yet, so why don't we turn it off and give The Last of Us a go? Go on. I'll cheer you up. Go on. Because what could be sad in a video game? They're all just big, blocky emotion vacuums about shooting aliens or making shapes fit together in a line. Look at The Last of Us. Yes, it looks pretty, but all you're doing is running away. Where are all the feels? Oh wait, here they are, right at the start. My God. Probably put the Lion King back on. Please
Eris, no! I've spent hours getting the great gospel limit break and now she's dead! I don't believe it. This is worse than in Final Fantasy IV when everyone bloody dies.
It's not just the obvious physical ruin of one of my favourite gaming locales that gets me welling up, but the fact it makes you remember and reflect upon an entire decade of your own existence, which for me is mostly this. If that's not worth a sob, I don't know what is. No. Forget everything you just said. It's just boring, isn't it? I'll tell you what, why don't we just draw 3 things from here, and that is what the game will be. Okay? Go.
Turn-based.
Nice. Okay. Alternate World War II in a semi-fictitious Europe.
Okay, right, last one. Watercolour art style.
Diving ever deeper into PlayStation's ocean of bonkers, and we've got Sports Friends, a party multiplayer title that weaves together a series of moorishly addictive minigames into a big fat basket of silly fun.
Our favourite is Johann Sebastian Joust, where the graphics are you and the gameplay involves knocking your opponent's DualShock enough to make them lose. You've got to say the next bit, Dave. Look there.
Oh, and if you don't have a PS4, you can play it on PS3 too with the PlayStation Move motion controls.
And the winner is yellow player.
Before I played Tearaway, I didn't have a creative bone in my body, but now, thanks to the magic of papercraft, I've made the entire Access team. See, there's Holly with blue hair because I couldn't find a red pen. There's Dave with his glasses and Nathan with his face. And last and also least, me, looking sad on the end. I know what will cheer him up. There we go, home now. Unlocking Metal Gear Solid 4's Platinum takes true dedication, unflinching resolve in the face of probably having to leave your PS3 on overnight to artificially inflate your game time, and the ability to play the same thing over and over again without putting your DualShock through a blender.
And for this act of video gaming valor, I hereby grant you the title Pygmy Marmoset.
Now, after you've whizzed around Liberty City and killed all the pigeons, the hardest trophy to grab in Grand Theft Auto 4 is the notorious Auf Wiedersehen Petrovich, which comes with an irritatingly succinct description.
Win all variations of multiplayer games!
You horrible hate. I don't want to go bowling! I can't believe I've done this! The other horrible trophy is Arcade Perfect, where you have to win on all 16 tracks in Phantom class on Elite difficulty. Although, I have heard that there is another way to get this Platinum trophy. Now, you take that one, you take that one. Now, this is the Platinum Trophy Dance, and the idea is that it coaxes the Platinum Trophy out of Wipeout HD and is a lot less stressful than doing all of those annoying races. Come on, Platinum. Come on. It's not worked. It's not worked.
Even the word cliché is irritating, sounding like some pedantic snob getting uppity at the pronunciation of his surname.
You must be Professor Klitsch.
It's cliché.
Clichés aren't just linguistic either, they're written into the visual language of the media we consume every day. For example, how many times have you been addressed by someone slowly ambling towards the camera, gesticulating quite unnaturally, pausing for an inordinate amount of time before each sentence, and then afterwards, casually walking out of shot?
Then there are video game clichés which are a different sort of beast.
Nate, could you sign off my holiday, please?
David, yeah, of course I can, David. The only trouble is I'm a bit thirsty, so before I can do that, I'm going to need you to make me some coffee.
Right. You haven't seen any coffee, have you, Rob?
I've just drunk the last of it, actually. You might have to go upstairs and ask Tom to buy some more.
So basically I've got to go on a fetch quest.
Yes, a lovely, wholesome fetch quest. They only ever dawn on you when you're balls deep in some fantasy swamp, half a world away from the sword you're after, catching magic tadpoles.
Plus, it gives you a chance to see the world and talk to people you wouldn't otherwise meet. I mean, if it wasn't for fetch quests, you wouldn't have seen our lovely kitchen area, would you? And Nath wouldn't have had any lines at all, giving him no break from his day job, which at the moment is to stare at BungieNet all day, counting down the hours until he can go home and farm for more engrams, which ironically is only one down the food chain from fetch quests anyway.
Well, that was another excellent interview, Mr. Pearson. Thank you very much for that. And at this point, I'd normally ask you what your weaknesses are, but this time I see you've got them emblazoned across your chest, which is very helpful.
This is amazing, and it's only the start of the game.
Wait for it, wait for it. There we go, the old start out really powerful and then lose all your abilities trick. So irritating, like offering you a bite of Argentinian steak and then whipping it away in exchange for a bowl of watercress or something. Right, let's get Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain out the way, because you know it's going on the list as sure as when it cuts back to me on the sofa I'll be drinking a can... Fanta?
I know you were coming back to me that soon.
My God. Back to why The Phantom Pain is going to be brilliant. Because it's open world for the first time, because you can clean up your own murder mess with magic balloons, and because it's a game about a middle-aged soldier just woken from a 9-year coma sneaking around in a cardboard box with a distracting picture of a lady on it.
But mainly I'm looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 5 because I really am interested in how it's slightly ironic to say I can't wait for a game I've already been waiting 7 years for, back when it was called Final Fantasy Versus 13 and was on PS3, but then at the recent Tokyo Game Show, Square Enix showed off some in-game character models and a Japanese man said, "Oh!" Which was funny because Dave's reaction was also,
but also because you get to do the classic stuff, gliding about, looking annoyed, and hitting people the exact amount that they're in lots and lots of pain, but definitely not dead.
Because Batman has rules, doesn't he? Not like me, I'm a maverick. If I want to sit here and talk to you in my pants and mentally scar you for life, I don't care. Batman. It struck me how about 95% of our lives are spent doing things we don't actually want to.
Going to work, doing the washing up, making polite conversation with people you're too cowardly to admit you hate. And if we're honest with ourselves, we all know the Joker is the real star of the show.
A bit like how Nathan is the boss of Access, but really we all know I'm the best one. Oh, thankfully she doesn't stay dead, so you can all feel a little bit better about yourselves.
Shelley, no! No!
And some people die who you can't remember.
Which got me thinking about my favourite video game endings, in particular the shocking ones. Climaxes stuffed full of so much surprise that if they were a person, they'd look just like this. More. Okay, stop now. Andy Serkis in a t-shirt.
I am an ark.
No, I'm not sitting through that again. Hello! How's it going, guys? It was a shame about Pigsy, wasn't it? Ha! Look at that guy!
Who are you?
Who am I? Did you not see 8 video game cliches we can't live without?
No one watched that one, especially not Monkey, who in a sequence that makes perfect sense, puts on some kind of prototype Project Morpheus, streaming colours and children's laughter, while Trip gets all murdery and yanks out twitchy old guy's life tubes.
Did I do the right thing?
Well, it's all gone a bit dark and everyone's dead now, so I'd say no. Look at this face. It's the face of a decent-ish human male. I mean, sure, lurking underneath that gleaming smile is someone who's pulled the wings off a few butterflies and parked in the last disabled bay at Tesco. But who hasn't done that? I mean, he's not going to turn into Dracula, is he?
Here it is, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, a game that constantly thrills, regularly surprises, gets me another mark on Dave's magic tally, and then, right at the end, throws arguably the biggest shock in the series' history at poor old Snake.
Happy Halloween is what I would say if I didn't have directives from on high to make these videos non-time sensitive. So, happy Halloween, happy Christmas, happy birthday, and happy National New Day. Would you like to see 7 of the grisliest, goriest and most gruesome deaths in video games? Then follow me, children, to my lair of dismemberment. Right, so you got the rings?
Yeah.
Done the invitations?
Yeah.
Sorted the flowers?
Sorted.
Right, let's chop that Winky off then. We can't pick just one, so we put our favourites into a little montage. Enjoy watching someone die.
What did you do at school today, Kung Lao?
I beat a man to death and then I cut him in half using my hat. Look, Mum, look!
Well done, Kung Lao. A star. A wonderfully violent kill. Okay, kids, you can come out from behind the sofa now. The video's over. I hope you enjoyed it. Sex. Why can't I read that word without giggling like a 9-year-old boy who's just found it in the dictionary for the first time? Maybe it's because I'm immature, or maybe I've just been playing too many of those awkward romance scenes in video games.
Head. Feet. Belly button. Belly button. Belly button. Belly button. Belly button. Belly button. The high school rom-com dialogue, Squall's insistence that he isn't Renoa's mum. Typically it was at this point my mum burst into the room, here played by Dave, right when Eyes on Me kicked into full cheesy swing.
What are you playing?
Final Fantasy VIII.
I didn't know you liked this kind of thing, Robert.
Well, there's fighting in it as well. Squall's got a gunblade and
Oh, well, he's not using his gunblade now, is he?
Well, he only uses it when he's fighting.
I bet he does. Who's that sitting on his lap?
Renoa.
Renoa? What sort of name is Renoa?
Why are you in here now?
Because it's my house. I'll come in here whenever I want to come in here.
Do you want sausages or turkey dinosaurs?
Hello, you've caught me thinking about all the important things that have happened since November 2013.
I got married, Nath ran a marathon, and Dave had a think before coming to the dread realisation he was a little bit closer to being dead. Anyway, to celebrate PS4's birthday, I've done the only thing I know how, which is to write a list, this time about our 10 favourite moments on the console so far. The first moment happens to be one of the very first things I did with my PS4, after licking the shiny bit, obviously.
There's something universally satisfying about this kind of brutal emasculation, something that can only really be conveyed by 3 juvenile idiots making this noise.
Oh! Shoot him in the balls again, we all said, and it was during this moment of exploding testicular immersion that we knew Next Gen had truly arrived.
I don't care what it's done, the fact that we've activated it.
We've done something.
Our prize was to start all over again, but it didn't matter because we'd actually done something and it felt amazing.
Tell you what's not amazing though, when self-congratulatory auteurs insist on putting themselves in their own work. I do it every week when I put my own stupid face between segments of my voice in a video written and edited by me. Hello, there I am again, me.
It's terrible, isn't it? In fact, there's only one person who can do it without appearing like a complete arse. Dave the Tally Please.
It's Hideo Kojima, of course. When he put himself into one of the unlockable missions in Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, I went bananas. What you're looking at now is Nathan's diary for early September this year. Notice how family, friends and basic daily commitments like eating and going to the toilet barely feature. Notice how he looks exactly like he did in the Resogun bit earlier because it's the exact same shot. Notice how he structured his entire week around farming shards and levelling up his Guardian.
So he can do the Vault of Glass raid in Destiny, the mark of a true gaming hero. A mark that separates the cool people who have done it, like Nathan and I, from the rubbish ones who haven't, like Dave. He's only level 25. The next entry on our list is from Shadow of Mordor, and I'm sorry, I can't talk about that without doing my Gollum impression.
Our favourite moment here was when we realised how precious the Nemesis system was, and the filthy orcs who'd killed us would get a promotion, come back and kill us again, and then even go and invade our friends' games.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
It's true. Smeagol has no friends. We don't even have PlayStation Plus.
Hello. You've caught me in Fibber's Corner. Last week I said this Friday feature would be about my personal top 10 PlayStation games of all time. Join us next week when I'll be going through my personal top 10 PlayStation games of all time. And I lied. Naughty me, that one's coming later. Instead, to celebrate our month of PlayStation memories, this week is all about PlayStation's greatest icons.
3 karting games and 2 party spin-offs.
Pretty awesome going for a half-naked marsupial whose only line of dialogue I can remember is Chikawa!
All of which has led to Crash Bandicoot becoming a bit of a PlayStation legend, what with his inventive platforming, winning smile, and likeable sidecast including arch-nemesis Neo Cortex, like having a third game, and eventually being voiced by Elijah Wood.
It's true, Dad, I swear. I just got real mad, opened my mouth, and whoosh, Flame City.
The Master! Go away. Oh man, the gadgets, the Groovatron. I've probably made this joke a million times before, but whatever. Hit it!
Rob, we're supposed to be doing the bit about how they went to PS3 and continued to be amazing for years.
So, main character, raccoon.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what raccoons generally hang out with? Hippo?
Turtles.
They're all animals, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think it works for you, Dave.
I'm cold.
Oh, come on, what would Sackboy say? I'll tell you what he'd say. He'd say, Oh, Dr. Dad. You are good. You are good. Now, David, when someone gives you access to a library of classic PlayStation games you can stream over the internet on a range of devices, what do you say?
Now! Correct. It was one of those games you just couldn't stop playing, and where everything else became a wretched inconvenience.
You've only broken one of your legs. You can drive yourself to hospital.
Let's observe a 3-second silence for a brilliant and talented team.
I pressed grind!
Some games happened in March too, just Towerfall Ascension and Dead Nation Apocalypse making PS4's indie scene even cooler, just Infamous Second Son and Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes walloping you in the stomach with a massive AAA fist, just Dark Souls 2 and South Park The Stick of Truth proving that PS3 still has what it takes to mix with the big boys, just Final Fantasy X HD on PS3 and PS Vita. Oh, give me strength. And look where we've landed, Los Angeles for the 20th annual Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3 if you're not looking to fill a word count quota. We were there running around like heroes, filming interviews and doing daily roundups on our lovely hotel roof, until security caught us and we were forced to do the last one in the loudest room in the universe. Look at Dave's legs, they're so smooth.
Dave! July's not rubbish! In August we were back on the plane, but this time to Cologne in Germany for Gamescom, which was memorable for many reasons, but mainly because I found this hat. Out of nowhere, Shadow of Mordor arrived and was absolutely brilliant, despite the fact it effectively took Tolkien lore and went... We all know what comes after October, don't we? Shh! It's coming. Oh no. Oh no, it's...
It is I, November, with my evil cape and my big bushy beard full of blockbuster gaming delights. Take a game from the beard. I've got the lot.
2 Assassin's games in a month, November. What did you do to Ubisoft?
I said to them, work harder, you scurvy dogs, and give me Far Cry 4 as well.
There is no way they're going to release 2 Assassin's Creed games and Far Cry 4 in 1 month.
I am November! November demands!
November got its way and popped out huge open-world adventure Far Cry 4 as well, with new co-op, new animals, a gyrocopter and all the amazingness of Far Cry 3, just bigger and better. And it didn't stop there. Also out in November were Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, PES 2015, Little Big Planet 3, Dragon Age Inquisition, Tales from the Borderlands, and Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4.
You're welcome, friends. Gather around and feast on my...
Yeah, it's December now, isn't it, you big show-off, and I've got the crew, so there.